On today's video, I'm going to be taking you on a tour of the London plan by Highland Homes here in the Mosaic built on their 40-foot lots. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath layout with 2 bedrooms conveniently located downstairs, including a primary suite at the front of the home. Inside, you'll notice great storage throughout, elevated colorways, and a thoughtful design finish that really makes the space feel more modern and warm. Upstairs, you have a spacious open game room paired with a dedicated media room, perfect for entertaining. The main living and dining areas feature high ceilings, tons of windows, and natural light pouring in from every angle. This home offers a 2-car garage, about 2,500 square feet, and is priced a little over $600,000. Let's go check it out. So that makes sense. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Today we are over here at the Mosaic checking out the London plan. This is a move-in ready home currently listed at $615,000. It is a 4-bed, 3 full baths, 2-car garage, 2,458 square feet, located on their new phase of Mosaic. And just across the street, they're building it right now, but there is a little walking path and then also a park and playground across. So really close to that area, a little bit further away from the amenity center over here, but it's probably about 10 to 15 minute walk. Really like the brick color they chose on this. They've got a coach light out here, black frame door, and then one thing, just want to keep it real for y'all, all right? So on some of these houses, they have stairways that I think are at a high enough degree where they have to do railing. When you do railing, you know, safety, right? That's not a bad thing to have. However, you do get bird poop leading up to the house. So if you are gonna be looking at maybe not just Highland, but any of the other builders, no matter what, if they have kind of a steeper incline leading up to the house, they are gonna have railing. That railing is gonna have birds that sit on it and potentially kind of get the area a little bit messy, but maybe you could put in kind of just like little bird deterrent things on. I don't know, I'm not a bird person, but want to keep it real for you guys, just something to think about if you are looking at lots, maybe you're doing build from scratch or quick move-in. So for this London plan, this house actually has a really cool selection and design throughout it. I know there's some areas that people are gonna really like and some other areas people are probably not gonna care more about. So we've looked at floor plans with the staircase in the front with the Worthington plan. We've looked at staircases in the back with the Belmont plan. And then this London plan is actually gonna have the staircases set up in the center of the house. Before you get into more of the house with the living, dining, kitchen, out towards the garage and patio, at the front is going to be the primary bedroom. So I do really like how the primary bedroom is set up on the first floor. And this primary bedroom does feel very big compared to the other primary bedrooms I've walked in with the 40-foot lots with the other Highland home plans recently. This one doesn't have vaulted ceilings, but pretty close to it. There are higher ceilings within here. You got this nice big window. I would like to see that a little bit more boxed out to kind of push that wall out just a little bit more, make it feel even bigger in here. But this area is really nice and big. You'd have the bed set up on this wall. Across would be where your TV is. And then out in this hallway, you do get this linen closet with double doors, and it's split in the middle to just give it a little bit better organization. And then conveniently, the utility closet is right by the primary bedroom. Now, maybe some people aren't gonna like the utility closet right at the front of the house. This is where I would expect a powder bathroom to be, but once again, we're under 2,500 square feet. We're gonna be limited in some aspects of kind of floor plan and layouts, but really convenient having the primary bedroom set up right next to the utility room. And this utility room isn't gonna come with any other closet space, but you are gonna have a closet rod or hanging rod, and then with the shelf up above it, and you get this window bringing in some natural light facing out towards the front of the house. This primary bedroom is going to have a frameless shower. It's gonna have a floating tub. I do like the floating tub that is more squared. These floating tubs that are oval shape, you get a little bit less space within there. Not really sure how many people are using their tubs at the end of the day. It does make kind of this area feel more finished out, but I'd rather have a bigger shower, but that's just me. The tubs in here, if you're going for a floating tub, I do the squared tub. Squared tub does look like it gives you more space within that tub, but I think kind of the design look, maybe some people like the oval a little bit better, depending on your preference, right? I think the only thing with this bathroom, I really like the design, the color of the floors, the vanity, Countertops, the black accents in here look great. I wish they would have finished this wall off though. That's kind of just my one thing in here. I do like how they match this countertop with this window ledge, but I would have liked to see this tile finished all the way through. I think that would have put really the cherry on top of the cake there, but everything else, frameless shower, like what they did with the tile flooring down in here. But keep in mind, you have more grout lines. When you have more grout lines, it's just more of a maintenance thing. I do like this design and this look, but if I was building at a house, I would just keep this to kind of longer, bigger, less angular, less fine kind of grout lines throughout here. It just kind of keeps things a little bit easier to clean at the end of the day. I mean, this tile that they picked through here, it's nice, it's big, it's gonna be easy to maintain. But the shower, however, since you do have a frameless shower here, a lot of glass, a lot of residue. Once again, just another maintenance thing that you're gonna have to be kind of taking care of, because you will have sediment built up, because we do have hard water out here in Texas. So you will start getting more white streaks through the shower. Right behind the shower is going to be a linen closet. So you get this linen closet that's in the bathroom, and then you get that bigger one that's outside in the hallway leading out towards the front door. Toilet closet in here. It's also gonna get a floating cabinet in it. And then from the other plans I've walked through with the primary bedrooms, they're more long and not so squared like this one in this London plan, but this one has got great storage in it, and you could probably even get away with putting more closet rods up above. But I really do like this space in here because it doesn't feel so abrupt, because I'll open, oh, there's a door there. I'll walk into a closet and then boom, I'm just immediately hit with closet rods on some of these 40-foot lots. But this one's actually got some space, some depth to it, also wraps around here. So I do like this closet space maybe than some of the other ones that I've walked through. All right, that's the front of the house. So you've got utility, bedroom, more linen closet storage, and then it gets into the living room space. You'd have the TV set up on that wall. You've got a floor outlet there. And then there's 6 windows going across, and they kind of changed it up here, and I like what they did. So you have your living room space, right, with these 3 windows. Then instead of just matching the windows, they created a little bit of a box out window with this ledge here for maybe more seating, because you'd put your dining room here, right? And sometimes these spaces start feeling a little bit awkward because it feels like all one big space, but I like how they differentiated it between, hey, you've got your living room space with these 3 windows, and then instead of just kind of matching that through, they bumped out these windows here. And now you can fit your table more out of the way from the walking space up along the staircase. So you'd use this for seating. You could have a nice long table through here, and then you also get these windows. Also, tons of windows up above. I think compared to the other floor plans I walked through, usually they have 5 or 6 windows kind of on the second level, or the transom windows up above that bring in some nice natural light. But on this one, they've got 7. And maybe you could even add 8 for that one over there, that curved window at the front. So once again, depending on which way you are facing with this house is facing out towards the north. So, you know, a little bit of natural light, more of the natural light's gonna hit in the morning, of course. We're still getting a little bit of that natural light right now, but it is kind of fading away. The rest of the house is gonna start turning pretty dark, but this house facing out, this was like situated facing out towards the east. With these windows on this side, this area would feel so airy and open with the natural light coming in. It is a little bit darker just because we're facing out towards the north, but a lot of windows set up on this floor plan kind of compared to the other ones that I've walked through. Now, a little bit of a different design with this kitchen. I would like to know your guys' thoughts on this island space. It is a curved island space here. This space here feels a little awkward, all right? I don't have, you know, you could put maybe more bar stools and not chairs with backs on them. I think maybe 3 or 4 bar stools could fit around here, but it's gonna be very tight between this staircase and then sitting right here. It's just kind of getting a little bit claustrophobic, but you'd have your dining room table there, so whether or not you're eating, maybe you just got some food out here for entertaining, but I do like how the sink is separated on this side, and once again, you've got a window facing out towards the side yard, so depending on where you built from scratch, you could have a corner lot and be able to face out towards a street, a park, a green space, instead of facing towards the neighbor. It's just these 40-foot lots. Of course, you're going to be close with your neighbor on these lots, but I do like this design. Now, they did a farm-style sink, a porcelain sink in here. I don't know if I do porcelain because these kind of crack over time. They do have like Siligranite options. I would go with the Siligranite or the stainless steel, but this design in here with this looks pretty good. but I'd choose a different option. But once again, I'm not buying this house. Potentially whoever's watching this video is. I don't think this looks bad. Just once again, something to think about. If you are building from scratch, I think I would do a silica sink or a stainless steel, but I really do like the size of that. On the left and the right side, you do get cabinets. It almost looks like this window should open up, but it doesn't. So maybe you can do one solid window there instead of splitting it up into two. And for the storage down below, you've got on the left side a drawer with some cabinetry, got the dishwasher, and then along this backspace, plenty of prep room to be able to cook on the gas stove top. Frigid air appliances in here. They hid in the vent hood with this cabinetry, wood grain finishes going all the way around. I do wish maybe they would have painted this different, maybe painting this black. Everything's in a brown wood grain finish. I really do like this color, but with the brown floors, with the brown here, with the brown there, with the brown here, with the brown there, it's a little bit of brown. So maybe if we just changed up this and painted that different, I think I would have liked it a little bit more, but overall the design in here does look great. You get two pendant lights as well going right over the island, and then also if you are building from scratch, maybe putting an outlet in the middle of the island too, but you do get plugs on the left and the right side, also the left and the right side of the gas stove top. So you got plugs going all the way around the kitchen. Fridge would be set up on the right side. You got one oven, microwave as well, and then they did puck lights just on these there. So the other cabinets going around, they kept it solid with the door, but they did do glass on here with the puck lights. Here is the pantry. So pantry's not going to be a walk-in. It's got it split in two with 5 shelves. And then here is the patio space. So I would say this is an average patio space, but this backyard does feel a little bit bigger just in terms of kind of the width. Sometimes that fence line comes in a little bit smaller. So once again, just depending on where you're at in the neighborhood, you're going to get a little bit of a bigger backyard or a smaller backyard, just depending on which way the home is angled and kind of what's available, right? But this one has a little bit more space between the neighbor on how this fence line runs. It is plumbed for gas out here. If you built this area out, you'd still have some space to be able to put out some patio furniture, but not a whole bunch. So maybe you extend the patio out a little bit more if you want that space to be able to enjoy the outside, but then that's going to eat into your backyard grass space. So whichever you prefer, maybe more patio space or maybe more backyard space, but that backyard space does feel a little bit bigger than some of the other lots I've walked in through. Garage downstairs, going to be very simple, 2-car garage. You got the breaker, sprinkler system, tankless water heater, and then you've got this step up here to be able to put some more areas for storage and your trash cans. Now for the last room on the back side, it is going to be a bedroom. So you got 2 bedrooms down, you got the primary bedroom, you got this bedroom here, it's got 1 window. Closets are just going to be on the left and the right side for closet rods. And then on the outside of this bedroom, it is going to have this underneath storage, which is, I think, one of the bigger ones I've walked in through. Sometimes you're getting the storage underneath the staircase in the garage. Sometimes it's a little bit smaller, but with this one, it does go further back. So the storage underneath the stairs with this one is great compared to some other floor plans. And then this bathroom in here also, really good storage. I think they could have maybe put the tile all the way up to the ceiling in here, but other than that, design looks really good. And then you get this linen closet. More storage. You can't go wrong with more storage. There you go. First floor done. Let's go upstairs now. Let's see the media room. Let me show you guys kind of what this looks like up here. So you got the living room space, dining room space, kitchen. You can really see everything from this first landing, and then you get upstairs, go straight into the game room. Got another little box out window there that kind of matches the downstairs, but this one's a little bit bigger in terms of width. And then it goes right into the media room. Now this media room does feel pretty small. I think you can really only get away with like 1 couch along here. I don't think you could really do 2 couches. You'd have your TV set up along that wall, and then there is the lights on the right side. Game room space also feels really open up here since they don't have a wall or anything, and they've got open railing, really nice and open on the game room space. And then if you're in the game room, you can see majority of the house. And then on the left side, if we're facing out towards the front, it's going to be the rest of the bedrooms. These bedrooms are going to share the bathroom here. bedroom, of course, looks like the one downstairs, but this closet's maybe just a little bit smaller with those closet rods for storage. Out in this hallway, it's gonna have a linen closet. And then the bathrooms are gonna have this door closed off for privacy. So someone could still use the sink in here, get ready while someone's in the shower, which is really nice. And then this bedroom, a little bit weird just because you've got like 3 doors here. This goes out towards the attic space, so that's gonna stay locked most of the time. And then I don't see this that much on Highland homes, but this is the closet that for these types of square footage I usually see, but on the Highland homes, I feel like it's a little bit more rare to see a double kind of closet door with just one closet rod going across it. Now, this doesn't feel like it's more space, but in terms of being able to hang clothes, you are able to hang more clothes in this closet than the other closet. It just doesn't feel as big because right when you open the door, you're hit with a closet rod. But you would be able to actually store more clothes and hang more clothes. It's just down on the bottom. Probably wouldn't be able to store as many things as maybe the other closet that we walked into. All right, that's upstairs. So upstairs, you're getting a media room, you're getting a game room. You've got 2 bedrooms that share this bathroom here with a linen closet also upstairs. And that's gonna do it for today's video on the London plan by Highland Homes on the 40-foot lots over in the Mosaic. If you guys have any other questions about buying in Celina, Texas or Prosper, Texas, and you're looking at new construction, I'd love to work with you and your family on your home search. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Other than that, peace out, y'all, and take it easy as always. Thanks for checking out my channel and watching that video. I got more videos floating around here. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate in the DFW area, contact me. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Besides that,